The ground slipped from under your feet when you heard that. You always shared everything with Taeyong, thinking him as a good friend who is always there for you, but you never thought he is connected to the person whom you got away with. He pretended to not know anything while being friend with him. You sent Taeyong? He nodded. Yes, and I told him to let you know everything. I wanted to tell you everything a long ago. I even came to New York a few times but couldn't get to meet you, and he didn't tell you anything, right? And why would I tell her anything? You both turned your heads in the direction he walked in. He walked near you before stopping and turned his face towards Jungkook, whose eyes turned dark as soon as he saw him. Do you think she let me help her if I say I was just there because you asked me for a favor? I never did a favor on her, nor she ever asked me. Seeing her for some days, I've realized how big of a coward you are. You say that you told me to protect her in your absence. Was she an object? She fought for herself for almost 5 years. She raised Nari alone. You were never there in her difficult times, and now you claim her yours? She was already strong to protect herself. It's just you who were too weak to keep her. And it's the truth. You never deserve her. He was angry too, but Jungkook couldn't control his anger and grabbed his collar before punching him. It was my mistake to trust a snake like you. Jungkook, leave him. You tried to stop him, but he has lost his control. He was about to punch him again, but you came in the middle and his hand stopped in the middle. You were staring at him with your red eyes while your chest was moving up and down as your breath got heavy. Who do you think of yourself, huh? You'll throw me away whenever you want and then take me back? Our relationship was for 3 years and I swear I never loved anyone like I loved you in those years. But then you left me. For a freaking 5 years. And now you can't even imagine the hate that has built inside me for you. Jungkook swallowed. You turned towards Taeyong. Why, I'm sorry that I didn't. I don't have any complaints from you, Tae. He was surprised. You never made me feel like you were doing me a favor, although it was a little heartbreaking that you hid this thing from me, but I still owe you a lot. It's not easy to selflessly help someone when they are at their lowest. Nari grew up seeing you, and maybe I would have never been able to raise her this way. Thank you so much for everything you did, but now I would love to live my life alone, on my way. You turned towards Jungkook. With my daughter. I will never let her know that her father was such a coward. You were about to walk when Jungkook grabbed your hand. Ryan, please give me a chance. I'll make everything better. I can't stay away from you and Nari. You scoffed and removed his hand on yours. Will make everything better? How? I have lost my trust in you, Jungkook. I don't see you the same now. And Nari, she doesn't even know you. You only left me, right? How can you even claim her as your daughter? She is just my daughter. At least I won't abandon her in the name of protection. No matter what happens, I will protect my daughter by myself. And you left from there, leaving them. Taeyang took a look at Jungkook, who seems completely broken. I didn't betray you. I stopped believing you after seeing her suffering, and he also left. You came back in the room wiping off all your tears because you don't want to make them worried, but then Nari came to you running. Umma, is it true that uncle is my father? Your heart dropped. You looked at your parents. Umma, is that true? Is that why I look a lot like him because he's my father? Taeyang also came there by now and he was surprised to hear that too. Who told you that? Your mother came near you. I didn't know that you hadn't told her about Jungkook. You were feeling like it's the end now. Only you know how you raised your daughter in the absence of a father. Only you know how many times you have to make her understand that why she doesn't have a father, and they ruined it all in a few minutes. Mommy, please tell me. You sniffed and sat on your knees before holding her arms gently. I told you everything, right? I told you not to believe in anyone. Anyone means anyone. Why? She is just a child, he said when you raised your voice at Nari. You weren't mad at her, it's just you can't differentiate the emotions right now that were making you crazy from inside. Nadia, if you have one, he would have come to you. But did he ever come to you? She shook her head. That means uncle is not my appa? She said, looking in the direction from where Jungkook walked in. Nari, always remember one thing. If someone's not there for you in your difficult times, they don't deserve you in your good days as well. He said, looking at Jungkook. You wiped your tears and stood up. We'll learn to live our lives alone, okay? You said, looking at Nari, making all of them worried. Ryan, you don't have to punish yourself like this. It's not easy. We are here for you. You can live with us and we'll raise Nari together. You shook your head. No, Dad. I was never a good child to you and Umma, and I don't want to trouble you or anyone. I've already learned to live alone and it's not a punishment. I just want to live with my daughter. That's it. Please understand. But Ryan, Nari is just 5. I can have... No, Te. You have helped enough and I don't want to trust anyone now. He lowered his eyes. You were looking at Jungkook with the corner of your eyes. You have never seen him this helpless. You have your own life to live. And then thank you so much once again for supporting me all these years. I wish I could pay you back your kindness and I'll definitely help you if you need it. But now I want to live all by myself. At this moment, he wanted to tell you how much he loves you, how much you have changed him, and he can't imagine his life ahead without you. But he remained silent. This is not the best option and he doesn't want to break this precious friendship either, so he decided to keep those feelings inside him. Because he knew that he could never win your heart. The day he fell in love with you, he was aware that your heart only belongs to Jungkook and you would never love him. Instead of hurting you, he decided to support you as a friend. With teary eyes, he looked at Jungkook. When I fell in love with you, I never thought this day would come in our life, but now I have a request. Please leave us alone. A tear left from his eyes. You knew he's hurt and he has suffered as much as you did. He never stopped loving you, but his one mistake caused hate for him in your heart. Why are you not going away, Jungkook? Didn't I make myself clear? He walked near you but still kept a distance because he knew you won't like it. Thank you for coming. I didn't come because you asked me. I came to tell you that I won't come again. It's over between us long ago. I've already forgotten you. But I still didn't. I have no idea what to do, how to tell you why did I do that. It's just I wanted you to be protected at any cost. You know that I only have you. And I didn't want to lose you at any cost. You bit your lower lip, preventing yourself from crying. He broke down in front of you. Believe me, there was no day I didn't ask him what you are doing. The day Nari was born, I felt the unluckiest father who can't even hold his daughter in his hands. Only if you would have told me about your pregnancy, I might have not let you go. I would have never taken that stupid step. He walked near him. You know what? I'll pray to the God that in next life, make us lover once again. But make me a guy so that I can show you that even if I have to give up on my life, I'll protect my love, keeping them with me. You weren't that powerless, Jungkook. Sometimes I feel like I have become your insecurities rather than strength. I saw fear in your eyes when we started to love each other, and see, when you left me, you again became powerful. You will still become the same if I agree to love you. In fact, this time it will be more because now you have a daughter as well. He was crying so badly. It was aching your heart, but you made yourself strong. You gave him your handkerchief. Don't worry, I won't stop you seeing Nari. I can at least give you that much permission, but never think you can come back in our lives, especially mine. You turned to leave, but he stopped you and hugged you tightly before bursting into tears. This time you couldn't hold your tears back. You didn't push him. Taeyang swallowed as he was looking at both of you from a distance. You broke the hug and looked at him. I'm going now. Take care. And you left while Jungkook dropped on his knees. Two years later. Appa! She covered her mouth with her hands and ran towards him before jumping in his arms. What a surprise! Jungkook smiled before standing up while his daughter was in his arms. Yes, but slow. Your mom would kill both of us if she hear you. She giggled. Don't worry, she has gone to take ice cream and the line is so long that she won't get her chance by anytime soon. He chuckled. You like to mess with your mom, huh? She does everything for me. You know, yesterday we brought my first bicycle. Really? She smiled and nodded. Yes, my birthday is coming soon, right? I'll be 7-year-old girl. Jungkook smiled. So what do you want from Appa? She looked at him and sadness appeared on her face. I just want you to be with me. I hope mom will allow you to join the birthday party. He looked down and smiled sadly, but again lifted up his face and smiled. Don't worry, I'll request your mom. Really? Can you do that? She said as a hope arose inside her. Let's see. How fun it would be if we all can live together, right? You know, mom worked day and night just to raise me. I wish I can grow up soon and fix everything. I still don't understand why mom didn't forgive you. Everyone deserves a second chance, then why don't you? You still love her, right? Jungkook smiled and caressed his daughter's hair. She's growing too fast and also wiser. He still wish you can forgive him, but you let him meet his daughter. He's grateful for that too. Appa, I have to ask you something. Sure, he said with a smile. Why did mom name me Nari? Do you also have a connection with it? He smiled. Your mom can give a better answer than me. Ask her. I told you to wait, right? They both looked in the direction from where the voice came. You have ice cream in both of your hands and you came near Nari. You never listened to me, right? She got up. Sorry, mommy. Appa, I mean uncle. No, Appa came to. So, I came to meet him. Because of your fear, she still called him uncle in front of you, but today she broke that rule too. Take it, you said, giving her ice cream. Oma, can you tell me why you named me Nari? Your heart skipped a beat. You swallowed because Jungkook was standing right behind you. I just liked the name, so I gave it to you. That's it. Now let's go home. Mom, can we invite Appa in my birthday party? I want him to be there. You looked at Jungkook and then at her. Why you always insist on everything that I don't want to do, Nari? Why don't you ever care about my feelings? She shook her head. No, I didn't mean that, Oma. I'm sorry. Let's go home. She nodded and looked at Jungkook. I'm sorry, Appa. Jungkook smiled and came near her. It's okay. Just remember that I'm always with you. She smiled and nodded while he looked at him, but then looked away when he turned his face towards you. Let's go. Nari waved at him. See you soon. Jungkook smiled and waved back until you disappeared. He then inhaled deeply and sat on the bench before looking at the water. Taeyang, you came to your house and was surprised to see Taeyang standing in front of your house. You both walked near him. What a surprise! When did you come here? Just landed in Korea 2 hours ago and it took me 2 hours to find where you live. I'm so sorry. He then looked at Nari. How are you, Munchkin? You have grown up now. She smiled. I'm good, the uncle. And you know I've started to go to school also. Oh really? That's so cool. You smiled. Let's go inside. You must be tired. You walked ahead to unlock the door. They grabbed Nari's hand gently before they walked near the door. So, did you miss me? So much. You know I have told my friends about you. They don't believe I have such a handsome uncle. He chuckled. You guys rest here and I'll bring some tea and snacks. You said going in the kitchen. I've got a lot of gifts for you. It's your birthday next week, right? Her face brightened up and she jumped with excitement. Really? Where? They opened the bag that was full of her favorite toys and snacks that she used to like when she was with him. That's a lot, she said looking at him. All for you. She hugged him. Thank you. You came in the room and saw her taking out all her gifts. You looked at Taeyang. Why did you bring all this? Oh god, Tae, you know she doesn't even play with toys anymore. That's not true. Don't you see how I've kept all the toys that Appa gave me? Taeyang looked at you. He was indeed surprised when she said Appa and he knew he's no other than Jungkook. But he decided to stay silent. It's okay, let her enjoy her childhood. Everything has become so messed up once we grow up. He looked at Nari and a sad smile appeared on his face. A tear escaped from Jungkook's eyes, traveling from his eyes to cheek and then dropped.